welcome back to the Sunday Corner. I'm really thrilled you decided to click the link and to join me right here. My name is Chatone Morrison. I'm a women's confidence coach, and I totally am into helping you to up-level the way you feel about yourself, the way you get things done, but not just the way you get things done, how you feel when you're getting them done. High-performing women, those who are high achievers, are usually out there getting things done, and somehow, sometimes they get lost. Have you ever felt like the whole week has gotten away from you? You haven't taken care of yourself at all. Everyone's been driven where they need to get driven. You finished every single report. Your boss is happy. Your kids are happy. But somehow you're in the closet eating Twinkies. Okay, how does that happen? That happens because you're trying to find some comfort for yourself. And you don't have the confidence many times to go forth and say, this is what I need. So that's what I'm all about. I'm here on Sundays to help you up-level your game. I'm the princess of positivity. That means that I help you to release negativity so your positivity can reign. You know what? We are bombarded with a whole lot of negativity. It either comes from all types of media, or many times it comes from right inside. And even though we all carry our scars with us, it doesn't mean that they have to keep us stuck. And I'm here on Sundays to keep you from getting stuck. I have to say that I am out of the country right now. I'm in the Dominican Republic. I have a couple more days left of my vacation with my family. It has been a whirlwind of a week for us. It's had some really, really great highs and some really bottomed out lows. And those lows taught me about stretching. So I thought that was a great topic for us to talk about today while you relax, rejuvenate, and get yourself ready for the week and get yourself ready for the challenge that's going to help you do none other than stretch. Let's get started. I'm going to start with a little story. My husband and I always plan to come to the Dominican Republic each year. We stay at the same resort. We love it here. And this year we had a little snafu because we had a problem with our kids' passports, and it looked like I was going to be able to come to meet the rest of our family, but my husband and my children wouldn't be able to get here. If you want to know more about the story, you can go on to Periscope and you can check it out. I'm not going to go into the details here, but here's what I want to talk to you about. I had to stretch this week. I had to do things that I've never had to do. I've been married for 28 years, and the one thing that I always know for sure is that my husband is the king of travel, and he takes care of the travel stuff. And this week, he couldn't be here. I had to make it happen. I had to go around the huge resort, and I had to struggle, and I had to talk to different people, and I had to get different levels of management involved. I had to get international faxes when they told me there was no fax machine. I had to find a notary public in a small town, and I mean a small town, what was obscure. And then I had to find an international fax in basically a developing country. Not easy. I was in small alleyways. It was truly like the Jason Bourne identity, what I went through. And here's what I learned. I learned that I have the ability to stretch to no end. And even when I think I'm at the bottom, like the breaking point, when I can't go any further, there's a little bit more. I attribute this to my confidence in my Heavenly Father and in having a great support system, because I did have a support system. But here's what I wanted you to think about this week. As you go into this week, where is your confidence? Are you able to do those things that are hard that you don't think you'll be able to do? Where's your breaking point and where is your stretch? If you think about a rubber band, if you think about an elastic band, like if you have a black, like right now I have my hair up in a big bun, right? Now, if you have that black rubber band and you start to stretch it all the way out and all of a sudden it starts to turn a little bit white, you're getting to the point of the breaking point. And depending on the quality of the rubber band, it might snap. Where are you snapping? Do you have a snapping point that could be perhaps a little too quick? Is your stretching point too narrow? Like, can you only go like that far? Are you able to go a little farther? And when you think about it, when you think about, say, for example, your staff each week, or you think about your husband in that relationship, or even with your children, or even your own mom, where are you breaking? What's that breaking point for you? What does it look like? Could you stretch? Could you learn to stretch a little bit more? One of the things that happens when you're a confident woman is that you know you have the stretch in you. You know how to get the help you need. You know how to use the help you get. And you know when you're at your breaking point. In other words, you know when you've stretched yourself as far as you can possibly go. and then you know when to go get some help for yourself. For me this week, that really meant asking different people, not just one, but a variety of people to support me. It meant spending time in prayer. It meant getting into like a truly peaceful state despite the madness that was going on around me. And that is what enabled me to stay confident, like, I know this is going to happen. I know my family is going to get here. Now, when you think about it, this is recreation. It is our family vacation. It's not the end of the world. But now when you go to work tomorrow and you've been off for a few days, because of course in the states where I'm from, many of us have had several days off from work. And when you go back on Monday, what are you going to face? Are you going to face a lot of reports, maybe a stack of work, a bunch of conference calls, several different board meetings, and get to your breaking point really quickly? Or are you going to prepare yourself and be ready to stretch? This summer, I recommended having a ritualistic practice to help your stretch. In other words, you get up in the morning, you do some kind of meditative reading, something that's spiritual, something that's going to uplift you. For me, I like to do prayer, Bible reading, and then just sitting still. What do you have in your practice? And I mean, before you touch email, before you touch a phone, before you look at text messages, before you look at Twitter, before you look at any of your social media feeds, what are you doing to take care of up here? Did you know that that can absolutely increase your stretch? Because if you are fed on the inside, you're able to deal with the outside world so much better. As women, many times we can go quickly from 0 to 100. We know how to get things done, but many times they take a toll on us because of how we've taken care of them. Is that happening to you? Are you going into the boardroom and are you making things happen, but then nobody likes you at all? And not that we're trying to win a popularity contest, but are you being your absolute best? Or is your stretching, reaching the breaking point? Because balance is important. So you want to be able to stretch, but you also want to be able to balance that out. You want to be able to stretch and do things on your own with confidence, but you also need to know how to ask for help. So here's your challenge this week. Your challenge for this week is to really take notice of where you're stretching. Are you taking some situations in your week and totally saying, you know what, I can't go any further. This is as far as I can go. Say, for example, you're in an MLM business and you're doing, say, 3 to 5 calls a day, but you need to do a lot more. Could you stretch to 7? Could you stretch to 10? What could you do to stretch? Say, for example, you're in a business where you have to prepare a lot of reports or have a lot of conference calls and meetings. Many of us in corporate, I was once in corporate, that's what it's all about. And we think that I can't do yet another one, I can't do it. So I'm going to ask you, who do you need to ask for help? Who can you delegate to? You see, that doesn't make you less than, it makes you more, because then you're able to show up 100%. You're able to show up happier. And that attitude, the attitude that you show up in, is what really makes you successful, not how many reports you do. Go ahead and take notice of your stretching point. Could it be stretched just a little bit further? Could you do a little bit more? You know, that little critical inch. And I want you to take notice of your breaking point. Right before your breaking point, who could you ask for help? Where could your support come from? Can you go ahead and just ask for help? You'd be amazed what happens when you pay attention to your stretch and also pay attention to your breaking point. I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed creating it for you. I am really in paradise, but I'm doing this video really quietly because my family is still resting. Have you ever thought what the benefit might be for you if you were working with a coach? As a confidence coach, I help you in many ways to really up-level your game, to embrace more positivity in your life, and to help you get to a point of more peaceful. I also help you to get to a point where you know you can do things. You have the evidence, not just from the past, but going forward to know that I got this. I also like to help women with their skincare, with their makeup. As an independent Mary Kay business owner, I help you with the inside and the outside. And if you're a woman who is struggling with their body image or body confidence, that is one of my specialties, and I can help you with that too. So all you have to do is go to my website, chatonemorrison.com, and fill out a strategy session questionnaire, and then someone will get in contact with you and we'll get that set right up. If, in fact, you're looking for a motivational speaker or someone who can come speak to your small business or to a women's group, I would love an opportunity to talk to them. I have an ability to just kind of speak life into people, and I would love to do it for you. We'll throw up a slide at the end of this video to let you know how you can connect with me. I hope you're having an amazing day, and if it hasn't been amazing yet, whenever you're seeing this video, you still have time. Until I speak with you again, don't forget this one very important thing. Be authentic, be brilliant, and be the catalyst. Bye.